Hello, preschool friends! I hope this spring weather sticks around for good this time. No more surprise snowstorms, as fun as that was. Today, our book is Beekle. It's by the same author and illustrator as yesterday or actually Friday, today's Monday, with Friday, and it was Humpty Dumpty. So this is the same author, so the pictures are going to look similar. But this is about the unimaginary friend. So it's The Adventures of Beekle, the unimaginary friend. Written and illustrated by Santat. He's really cute and friendly looking, isn't he? So let's see. I love this book, but you probably already knew that. So here I see lots of different imaginary friends. Which one would you want? Lots of different ones. I think I would want this one. The cute little bunny. This one's a puzzle piece. That's interesting. This one looks like a cat. There's a cloud. Ooh, but I noticed something. All of these imaginary friends have a human friend, except for this one, which I think is Beekle. He was born on an island far away where imaginary friends were created. Here they lived and played, each eagerly waiting to be imagined by a real child. So this must be him as a baby. Looks like there's a lot of friends here. Every night he stood under the stars hoping for his turn to be picked by a child and given a special name. He waited for many nights. How do you think he feels when the other ones get picked before him? How do you think this one feels being picked before the other ones? Sometimes we feel more than one thing at once. Maybe he feels excited but also sad for his friends. And some of them have happy faces, so maybe they're happy for the cat, but sad that they don't get to find a new home. But his turn never came. I see another little creature over here. He was working on some sandcastles. I bet he feels sad and worried. His mind filled with thoughts of all the amazing things that were keeping his friend from imagining him. So the person that he's supposed to be with, maybe they're busy winning medals or reading books or playing the guitar or juggling or baking cakes. So, rather than waiting, he did the unimaginable. He's done waiting. He's gonna find the kid for himself. Oh, and look at his friends over here. They're probably cheering him on. They probably feel proud of him. Maybe they're gonna take that idea for themselves. He sailed through unknown waters and faced many scary things. But thinking about his friend gave him the courage to journey on. Those are some big whales. Until he reached the end of the world. Looks like he came upon a city. Look at his tiny sailboat compared to even this normal-sized sailboat or this giant steamboat. The real world was a strange place. No kids were eating cake. No one stopped to hear the music. And everyone needed nap time. He sees a lot of adults so far. This is an accordion. Those are really fun instruments. And it looks like they're on the bus, maybe. Some adults are sleeping. Then he finally saw something familiar. So he followed. I bet this is the familiar thing. Look at this cute dog too, though. He had a good feeling about this place. But he looked everywhere, and he could not find his friend. It's like a playground. If you look close, you can see the trail that he walked. He looked everywhere for a friend. I see some of the imaginary friends we saw at the beginning of the book, too. Oh, and look up at over here when he first entered the park. There's an exclamation mark above his head. He's really, really excited. But then over here when he's leaving the park, there's a question mark above his head. Maybe he's feeling confused, wondering where his friend could be. He climbed to the top of a tree and looked out, wishing and hoping his friend would come. That looks like a good climbing tree. Lots of kids are there, but none are for him. But no one came. Poor Beekle. Let's see, where is he? There he is. Oh, I feel sad for him. He thought about how far he'd come and how long he'd waited and felt very sad. And then he heard a noise below. It was a girl. She's saying hello. Oh, look, she needed that paper. Did you see the paper stuck in the tree? She needed help getting this paper down. So he grabbed it and then climbed down to give it to her. Her face was friendly and familiar, and there was something about her that just felt right. Oh, and look at what the picture was. She predicted that would happen. It's a picture of him giving her the picture. And there's that tree. At first, they weren't sure what to do. Neither of them had made a friend before. But after a little while, oh, up here she's laughing. And then she says, I don't know if you can see it. She says Alice. Her name must be Alice. They realized they were perfect together. Oh, and she gave him a name. This is where he gets his name. It's Beekle. So then he says, I'm Beekle. And she says, hi, Beekle. And look at the little hearts. Oh, they are so happy together. Beekle and Alice had many new adventures. They shared their snacks. They told funny jokes. Look what they're having for a snack. Some cupcakes. The world began to feel a little less strange. So there's another boy and his imaginary friend. They're playing together. She is a very talented artist. She draws a lot of pictures. And together, they did the unimaginable. I'm so glad he found a friend. The end. And this is pictures of the author, I think. Maybe this is who inspired the book. He's wearing a crown like Beekle. That's the end. I really like that book. It's important to have friends in our lives. Okay, I will read you another book tomorrow. I love and miss you guys.